Hey guys, this is Eskimo Poodle, and we are back with Let's Play Demon's Souls on the Sony PlayStation 3. Last time, we took on the second half of World 1-1 here, in Bolitarian Palace here, and did pretty good. We beat the boss with minimal effort, and got a nice little curved sword here. And by the way, I figured out why I couldn't use this bastard sword. See how it says it needs 18 strength? I was thinking for some reason that 50% of 10 was like 10 for some reason, so I was screwing up on math. So even with our two-handing it, we only have 17 strength. So we only need 17 strength to use it, not 11. So for some reason I was thinking it cut the requirement needed in half, not the I don't know what I'm trying to say. The point is, we don't have enough strength to use it. So if we had 12 strength, we'd be able to use it, not 11. So there we go. Because 12 plus half, it'd be 18. Then we could use it. So that's what happened. But I'm not even going to worry about it. I am just going to go ahead and talk to Stockpile Thomas over here.
That hairpin, that belongs to my daughter. Then she didn't make it after all. My dearest little baby. May she rest in peace. May I ask you a favor? Would you mind giving up that hairpin? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter.
Alright, if you give him the jade hair ornament, he's going to give you something nice. However, if you're a magician, not a royalty, I'd suggest keeping it for the simple fact that you can trade it in for a fragrant ring at a different location. Of course, you can get that fragrant ring some other ways, but it'd be easier and faster to get it this way. So if you're a magician, keep it. If not, go ahead and just give it to him. And by the way, the fragrant ring is the one that recovers your MP.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I mustn't forget. It's not much, but please accept this as thanks. I'm a bit ashamed to say, but I found it one day, discarded on the main road. But it seems to possess a strange power. Anyway, I feel that you should have it. It will be happier in your hands.
And we get the Ring of Herculean Strength, which is actually pretty nice. If we put it on, then we get to be able to carry more items. So that's actually not too shabby. I'm not going to use it right now, and as you can see, it's a pretty hefty increase, almost 50 points. I'm not going to use it right now, but if I'm ever out and about for too long and I have, let's say I pick up way too many stones or just too many weapons or something, I can put this on and have enough room to carry everything, and then that way I don't have to leave anything behind or anything like that. So it's reasonably nice. I like it. There's a better ring that has the word strength in it, but we'll worry about that later. Alright, but for now, let's talk to Thomas, who's in love with us now that we gave him the ring.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, rest assured.
I don't think he has any extra dialogue.
If only something could be done.
No, he's still talking about the Maiden in Black. Okay, but let's get rid of all this hardstone shards, because that's going to... Just the hardstone alone is going to lose us a pound. Sharpstone loses another pound. There we go. The bastard sword, you're heavy. I'm not going to use you. Mailbreaker, not going to use you. Crossbow, not going to use you. Slave's shield can't be upgraded. I'm just going to toss it. And bolts, goodbye. So there we go. I don't think anything else I need to worry about. Telescope, I'm never going to use this thing anyways. Oh yeah, throwing knives, yeah, they're okay, but I might see some use to them. If ever I have stuff that I don't care about, I just take them down here, drop them off, and then just forget about them, because once you load into another area, they'll be gone. So yeah, every time we finish talking to this guy, he's going to tell us about our heart of gold. So, you know what?
Oh, good day to you. I can...
Let's see, you get anything, I don't think you got anything new. Yeah, not really. You could buy a heater shield from this guy, and it's not too shabby, but we'll find a better shield later, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. I could buy some arrows, but I'll wait till later. And by the way, you'll notice that your equipment gets very high repair costs very quickly. But it's weird because they've only lost 13 points of durability, and he wants 80 souls each to recover them. Let's see, scimitar. Not too terribly worried about it. Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried about it unless it actually breaks. And the weapons are much cheaper to repair. Like these leather armors, they'll get into thousands by the time you get down to like 100 durability or something like that. So it's kind of ridiculous actually. But let's see, we can upgrade some stuff if we wanted to. But I'm trying to decide if I actually want to upgrade this scimitar. I mean, I could. But yeah, there's better curved swords out there with higher base attack. So I'll use this until I find one of those, just because it's a decent weapon, and it's just nice to switch things up. Battle axe, I'm not going to upgrade you because I know where I can find a better version of you that I don't need to worry about. And longbow, I'm going to be replacing you soon. Not right away, but soon.
No interest,
okay.
eh?
So, yeah, I'm not going to last long here. See, if we talk to this guy...
Still alive? I am impressed. This is something that might interest you. The black-robed maiden of the Nexus looks after the flames. She's a morose type, with eyes occluded by wax. She can control souls like no other. Bring her the souls of men and demons, and she will embolden your flesh and blood with their power. But beware. Do not devolve into a foul beast.
Huh. That's weird, but we'll find out about more about that later.
Have you lost your nerve? No matter. At least we will be safe.
Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried about being safe. Okay, now that we've beaten the first area, I think some new characters have shown up around this place. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, this guy.
I have sinned. I swore allegiance to Saint Urbain, but was of no use to him. And now I have run away and abandoned his honorableness.
I don't think he says too much more. He just talks about how cowardly he is.
Strength to punish myself.
Yeah, and then this guy right here.
A warrior from afar, are you? May you enjoy victory in battle. Umbasa.
I believe that if you have 10 faith and 10 intelligence, this guy will teach you miracles. But I don't have 10 of either of those, so... Well, I have 10 intelligence, but I don't have 10 faith. But he'll teach you miracles such as like heal, or he'll also teach you a spell that will, a miracle that will let you teleport out of the current world you're in back to here without losing any souls. Stuff like that. You can actually find an item that does that, but that's actually pretty rare. And you can also find an item that teleports you back here, but you do lose your souls, so that's no fun. But if we go over to this side, this guy is the opposite side of the coin. He teaches magic if you have 10 magic and 10 intelligence.
What do you want, brute? I have no use for miscreants like yourself. Away with you.
So if you're playing a magician or a royalty class that already has those good stats, or any other classes that have the stats for it, come to this guy, and you can, well, give him souls, and he will give you magic spells. Unfortunately, they don't appear till after the first boss is defeated, so you can't stock up on a fire spell for the first boss, which is kind of lame. But then again, Soul Ray, or Soul Arrow, or whatever it is from royalty, will still do a good enough job taking care of him. So it's not like you're really gimping yourself that much. Alright, anyways, we have to go see the Monumental, but you know what? Does she say anything else, or does she just tell us about the Monumental again?
The Monumental will...
Yeah, okay. Alright, so don't take these stairs in the middle right here. Take these outer stairs, and they'll take us all the way up to the top, which is where the Monumental is waiting for us. And again, there's not going to be anyone down there. So, just keep on going up, 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 and... here we go. Here's our destination. And now if you had come up here before beating the first boss, then right here, this would have been blocked off by a pillar of stone, and you would not have been able to get up here. So, yeah, just no point coming up here, which is why I didn't bother. And I think this is where we need to be here. Yes, there we go. And now we gotta find the Monumental. The only problem is they all look the same. So you find the one that has the candle lit, and there we go.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past, under a benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and half the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders with 6 precious archstones. 1 to the king of a small yet diligent land. 1 to the king of the burrowers underground. 1 to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. 1 to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. 1 to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the Old One inside this nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain.
By the power of the Monumentals, or I guess the Monumental, since she claims to be the only one left alive, the 4 sealed archstones have been released.
Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber, and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Yeah, I guess. I ain't got anything better to do.
Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon.
Hey, that's a pretty tall
The
order,
Old
but I'll
One,
try.
without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
Alright, so this Old One is, well, the big bad. Nice to spell it out so nice and easy for us.
We neutralized the Old One and banned the soul arts. Then we spread the archstones, and in order to mend reality, monumentals we became. However, man's memory of history is o'ershort, and before long he repeated his mistakes. The monumentals perished, and the archstones were long forgotten. And the short-sighted King Alant once again aroused the Old One. The monumentals perished, and the short...
Alright, so King Alant, I think we've heard about him. So he's the reason why the Old One came back, because I guess he was lusting for power. Well, there's a shortcut down there if you really want it, but I'm going to ignore it. There's nothing else up here. I don't think there's any items or anything else. I mean, we can check, but yeah, not a whole lot going on up here. All these other guys are dead. I guess if they don't eat, that probably helps. Not really seeing the whole purpose of this monumental thing. I mean, they said they keep the fabric of reality put together or something, but I'm not seeing what they're actually doing. There's a pretty decent amount of them. Alright, and if we go upstairs even more, this is mainly if you're playing online, you can check out the various high scores of other players. Basically, like, oh, I guess we can't even access this since we're not online right now. Oh well, but I'll just tell you, it's just a bunch of like, I'll try to get my internet working long enough to at least show that at some point. But it's just a bunch of kind of like gravestones showing, like, oh, this phantom has reached such and such a soul level of really high and killed a lot of demons. Basically just saying high level characters, stuff like that. So it's not really even terribly worth it. But let's get back down to the Maiden in Black and let's give her a chit chat, shall we? Alrighty. Let's see what you have to say now.
Brave soul, who fears not death. Prithee, lull the old one back to its ancient slumber.
Alright, so we get a blue eye stone and a white eye stone. Eye stones temporarily connect to diffused worlds. Should you lose your physical form, remember the eye stone. The maiden controls inhuman souls. His power allows her to aid those who slay demons. Okay, so about these stones, they basically allow you to invade other characters' worlds and be invaded, and also summon help from people that are online at the time. So yeah, that's what those do. I guess we don't have the ones for invading yet. Return to your world when a phantom. So if you somehow are summoned by another character and you're a phantom in their world, you can use this to get back. But I'm not too terribly worried about them. Alright, so now let's go ahead and consume all these souls here, since I'm not going to use them for anything else. And we're going to get a nice chunk of souls out of it. And we're going to be able to do some leveling here, shall we? Now if you really wanted to, just to make it a little faster, let's go ahead and put these unknown soldier souls in here. That way we can just spam square. Yeah, the unknown soldiers, they don't give a whole lot. The unknown heroes, I think they give like 400. And I already told you how much the other two gave. 1,500 for the tutorial boss's soul and 1,520 for Big Blob. But there we go. We got a decent chunk of souls now. Let's go ahead and make sure everything's good. Let's take the turpentine out so we don't accidentally use it. Alright, and let's talk to you, if we can.
What is it? Dost thou seek soul power?
I dosed.
So be it. After all, thou requirest strength. Go forth, touch the demon inside me. Let these ownerless souls become thine own.
And yeah, so this is how we level up. We go talk to her, and we go to seek soul power.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
And yeah, she says that little chant every time you talk to her for leveling up here. Okay, so now you can do your levels several ways. If you're a magic character, mainly going to focus on spells, you can just focus on magic and intelligence, since you're going to be probably far away from the enemy to not be getting hit, and you're not going to need a whole lot of endurance for rolling around or carrying heavy armor, stuff like that. If you're a melee character who's just going to be using axes and hammers and stuff, you can focus on strength, and then obviously endurance, vitality, so you have nice health and can carry big items and stuff like that. Or you could go for dexterity, so you're better at wielding daggers or scimitars or whatever. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to keep my strength and dexterity mostly even, simply for the fact that I want to be able to use a variety of melee weapons. And while it might get me a little bit, it'll make it so that it might get me a little bit in the short run, since I'm not going to have, I could have super high dexterity instead of average strength and dexterity, but this will work out because I'll be able to use pretty much any weapon that I want eventually, and I'll be able to do reasonably good with it. I won't do perfect with it, but I'll do enough damage that I'll get through the game plenty fine. So I'm going to try to keep strength and dexterity nice and high, and then I'm going to also pump some points into vitality and endurance every couple levels. Not every level, because, well, you can't do it every level, but I'll try to keep vitality and endurance at the same levels, but behind strength and dexterity. So for right now, let's go ahead and get strength up. Let's see, let's do strength again, dexterity again. There we go. So let's see here. Let's see, yeah, see, I'm going to just pump a bunch into strength and dexterity right now, just because I can. You know, let's go 16. Alright, I should have enough for... Let's see, do I want more stamina, or do I want more vitality? For the time being, I think I'm just going to even up my vitality, just to make it nice and even there. And there we go. Now we still have some souls left over. And there we go. It works. Like I said, you could just focus on one stat here, but then you might find that, hey, this sword that I like looks really cool, but because I'm dexterity, I can't use it. So this way, I'm nice and even. Yeah, there's going to be people out there the same level of I am that have higher strength or higher dexterity, or definitely higher magic or faith, but yeah, I'll live. I don't mind being average right now. And it'll work out in the long run, so I'm not too terribly worried about it.
As for me, I am only here to tend to the flames. I keep the candles lit and serve the brave demon slayers who are trapped here. I keep the candle...
So she's just here for looks, I guess.
Art thou done? May thine strength help the world be mended.
And something else that's pretty neat, if you talk to somebody, like when you're in the middle of, like, let's say soul power, and then you just, actually, in this menu right here.
Wait, where are you?
Yeah, they'll have different reactions depending on where you go. Like, he'll get angry.
It's in trade with your soul. What's the hurry? Where are you off to? Have you any manners?
And if you talk to him again, he'll still be a little mad, but he'll get over it.
Excuse the rudeness, but only this once. You're lucky that it's me and not one of the other barbaric louts.
Actually, I don't think anybody ever gets too mad that you leave
No
him.
interest,
So he's
I can
not,
tell.
he's just spouting steam out of his ass, I guess.
Thou seekest so then
She doesn't
touch.
care one way or the other. Alright, but anyways, let's get out of here. And actually, you know what? I do need some arrows. So,
In trade with your soul.
just buy as many as I can right here. And let's get out of here.
Do come back alive.
Yeah, I know you knew my business. Alright, we're going to go back to the very first area here for several reasons. Hopefully, we can get some stuff now that we couldn't get earlier. Not a whole lot, but some, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. Let's check our tendency here. Yeah, see how it's a little bit brighter than the other areas? That means it's reasonably high in world tendency. White world tendency. It's not super high, but it is up there. Alright, let's see how our damage is against these guys right now. Yeah, it still takes 2 hits, but it's doing a little more damage. There we go. And let's see here. Crescent moons, very nice. Hey, more crescent moons, nice. This is actually a pretty good level to run through after you beat it the first time, simply for the fact that you will get a lot of crescent moon grasses at least, and a few guaranteed half and full moons if you attack the Blue Eye Knights. So I always like running through here at least once after beating it. But I'm here not for grasses, I'm here for some other stuff. So alright, goodbye, sirs. And by the way, if you go into where the boss area is, they're just going to be empty. It's just going to be another, what is it, bonfire for you to use to get back to the Nexus. Kind of weird since the first one is like 10 feet back that way, but oh well. Alright, so let's go up here where the blobs were. I think they are called hoplites for some reason. I don't know why, but I think that's their name. But either way, let's just kill him and get out of here. I'm trying to get back to where the dragon bridge was. Yeah, watch out for them trying to clobber you with their stupid spears there. You know, let's go back to the axe for right now. Oh, it drops some sharpstone. Very nice. None of the items are ever going to respawn, so that's unfortunate. But then again, if they did, that'd probably make life just a little too easy. And sometimes enemies can friendly fire each other, but it's not usually going to happen when you want it to. Like this guy with his little flame stick is not going to clobber this guy that's weak to flame. So, oh well. Okay. Ow. Okay. I forgot about all you guys up here. I really did, actually. Oops. But then again, this is actually pretty good, because these guys might drop the spear that I'm looking for. Okay, let's try not to die here. That'd be great. Yeah, there's too many of you guys here right now, so I'm gonna run away right here and heal up. Remember, if you die in a human form in a world, the tendency goes down. So if you're trying to attain white tendency, you don't want to die in the world. If you're trying to go for black tendency, dying in human form is one of the fastest ways to get it. Of course, you have to be in human form, which is kind of a pain in the ass to actually get to, but that's another story. Okay, these guys didn't drop what I wanted, but I can live with that. Alright, where's the other guy? No? Ah, there he is. And you're not going to hide anybody back here, are you? No? Okay, good. Alright, these guys are all nice and quiet back there. And now, if I'm right, usually, at least in my experience, after beating the boss, the dragon doesn't come back until the dragon doesn't come back right away. He'll come back like eventually, but he won't come back like right now. For some reason he'll be like on vacation somewhere. And why don't you target the guy? There you go. Yeah, I just like to target the guy in front of me that I actually need to target, but alright, let's go. Another half moon grass here. And you know what? Let's get rid of this crossbow guy here just because he's in the way. There you go. And if you don't want to block my arrows, that's fine, guys. I'll happily just snipe you guys to death. So yeah, I think the dragon is temporarily gone right now. Because usually he would have showed up by now, I think. Alright, you guys. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, I thought somebody was backstabbing me, but no, he actually arrowed me. Alright, what do you got here? Ah, Crescent Moon Crest. Not quite what I was looking for, but oh well. Maybe you guys will drop it. If not, well, that'd be great. Okay, I thought you were dead. Got closest to us, but apparently you have like 3 HP left. There we go. Drop it. Ah, dang it. Oh well, if I don't get it to drop in like the next couple runs that I do this place, 'cause I'll do like one more off screen just for some souls, for some arrows. Then aw man, he's not gone. Sometimes these guys are gone, sometimes they're not. I guess today they decided they wanted to stick around. But, you know what? I can live with that. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Nexus, and then I'm going to come back here one more time, try to kill those guys, see if they drop the spear that I want, and if not, well, we'll come back on screen and we'll go ahead to the second part of Wolitarian Palace. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.